Hi, my name is Alexis Taft, and this is my video submission for my lesson plan about Martin Luther King Jr. Day and all about change. I would start my lesson by calling my class to the carpet. Similar to circle time, I would have a whiteboard behind me. This is what I'm using as my whiteboard today, and I am going to write on this piece of paper. All right, so this is how I would start. All right, friends, it's time to come to the carpet. Let's find your spot on the carpet in 5, 4, everybody to the carpet, 3, 2, 1. Now let's all sit down, crisscross applesauce. Here we are. Thank you for coming to the carpet. Today, we're gonna start by turning our listening ears on. Turn them on. Awesome, awesome. All right, today we are gonna be talking about change. Does that sound fun? Yes, we're going to be talking all about change. So say it with me. Say change. Change. Perfect. Alrighty. We are going to talk about change. Change is when something becomes different than it was before. So for example, if my hair is brown right now, and then I come to school tomorrow, and my hair is pink, that would be a change that I made. I changed my hair color. Or, if I go home tonight, and I remove this beautiful pink dress, and I put on my pajamas, that would be an example of change. I am changing my clothes. Yeah, do you change? Yeah, good job. Alrighty. So now we are gonna talk about a man. His name is Martin Luther King Jr. I'm gonna put it on the board. Martin Luther King Jr. And he once gave a speech about change. His speech was called, "I Have a Dream." Can you say it? Say, "I have a dream." That's right. His speech is about fairness, freedom, and people being treated equally. He said he hoped one day that people could be treated based off of their personality and nothing else. He wanted everyone to live together in peace. Yeah, so I want to show you what it's like to give a speech. I'm going to give you a speech about something that I would want to change. This is gonna be a quick speech, okay? So I'm gonna stand up tall and proud like I'm giving you a speech. And I'm gonna tell you what I would wanna change. So remember, change is when we make something different than it was before, right? So if I were principal, I would change the amount of time we have for recess on Fridays. I believe having extended amount of recess time would promote good behavior. I would enforce that students who behave well all week from Monday through Thursday could have extended recess time. Kids who get all their classwork done Monday through Friday could have extended recess time on Friday. Does that sound fun? Yes. This would promote good behavior because if you don't complete all of your work Monday through Thursday, then you would have to spend that extended period doing schoolwork. Yeah. And that is what I would change if I were principal. So guys, that is called a speech. Can you say speech? Yeah, so it's giving a speech about change. What's our big word? Change. Say it with me. Say change. Yep, it's when we take something or when something becomes different than it was before. Yeah, alrighty. So you know what I want to do with you guys? I want us to brainstorm some ideas. Yeah, things that we would want to change about the school. Alrighty, let's start by just raising our hands, no, not shouting out loud. Let's raise our hands if we have an idea of something we would want to change. So I would want to change the amount of time we have for outside. So I'm going to put that out there. Recess time on Fridays. Alrighty. All right, let's go with you, student A. What would you want to change? Thank you for raising your hand. Yep, not shouting out loud, raising our hand. Yes. Alrighty, student A, you would want to change the price of ice cream at the school. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna say ice cream. Okay, oh, you wanna change it? Okay, so you want it to be ice cream prices. Okay, perfect. All right. In student B, what would you want to change? Where you sit at lunch, getting to pick your seat for lunch. Okay, I love it. So picking your seat at lunchtime. All right, these are things that we would want to change about the school, make different than it was before, right? Awesome, awesome. Alrighty, so now what I want you to do, I've told you about Martin Luther King and how he was an awesome man that gave a speech about change. It's how when he was alive, he wanted people to all live together equally and have fairness, right? And he wanted everyone to live together peacefully. So we are going to go write speeches about something we want to change in the school. We just gave a few ideas. So now I'm going to have a few kids. If you're in group A, I want you to come sit over here. If you're in group B, I want you to come sit over here. And everyone is going to get their own note cards. Okay? All right, so let's split up into our groups. I'm taking my toy friends. And we are going, they'll be in their separate groups. This is when they would be in their separate groups, and I would have them write out their speech. And for differentiation, I have sentence starters for my English language learner students. I would be giving them the definition, and then I would give them a sentence starter on the back of that. So I'm going to give that to some students, and then for other students, I just have a blank note card that they would write their speech on. For my students who don't need their differentiation, like it doesn't look like that as far as getting the sentence starters. So now they would get to do their work on their speech, and then they would have a chance to, using technology, they would have a chance to record themselves, and I would explain that after everyone was finished writing their speech. They would get to record themselves. So this is my unit of using technology. Everyone would get to record their speech and look at it back. And then for my more advanced students, they would have the opportunity to make a diagram of their speech, as far as like using pictures and different stuff on a poster board. I would also give everyone the opportunity to present their speech. Alrighty, and that is my lesson plan. Again, my name is Alexis Taft. Thank you so much, and that's my lesson on change and Martin Luther King Jr. Day.